here with Chef Derek Dammann at Maison Publique in Montreal, and your book is called True North: Canadian Cooking from Coast to Coast. For once and for all, what is Canadian food?
I think Canadian food gets a bad reputation. I think people sort of stereotype it. It's like beaver tails and back bacon and donuts, which it's not actually. We're deep rooted in history. It's very multicultural. So we're very lucky to be able to draw a lot of influences from all of those cultures and sort of create a cuisine of our own. I think Canadian food is very ingredient driven, but also there's those things that are steeped in heritage and passed down by canning and preserving and curing.
Is there a way to say that there's a quintessential Canadian dish?
Your quintessential dish, I think it's very personal. You know, what you grew up with, what your idea is. Like when you think of something, it like sort of creates those pheromones and just like, oh my God, like that reminds me of childhood, or it reminds me of this. For me, like the taco kit. I find that, you know, as funny as it is, but I think a lot of Canadian people can relate to the taco
kit.
Exactly.
Your son is in this book. He's a real cutie. What would you like to pass on to him in terms of just food knowledge? What would you like his attitude to be towards food?
Oh, I'd like him to not ever be a chef. Because there's way more lucrative things out there to do. But yeah, no, I think I'd like him to understand how to cook, to be able to make something out of nothing.
Is there one thing that you feel like you need to have, or you need to know how to do to be Canadian, to call yourself a Canadian?
So I'd say having maybe a few good ideas for pickle recipes in your back pocket would be something good. Especially here in Quebec, at 6 months of the year, there's nothing growing. You know, so everyone really embraces the seasons, and we do hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds of pickles every year, of every sort. You know, we use them on dishes in the kitchen, we use them at the bar, we use the brine and Caesars. Like, nothing goes to waste. But having that, I think, is one thing that every Canadian should have.